So this is multi-camera. Um, I have to. I have no other choice, but I have to report it. But my left shoulder, my left shoulder is bothering me, and I don't know if there's something wrong with it or not. But always pushing off of my left arm is bothering my shoulder. So I'm constantly all day because I'm having to lay down because laying down is the only thing that, you know, gives me a relief and it just relieves that pressure. But, um, every time I get up, push off my left arm, push off my left arm, push off my left arm. And it's the same issue basically that I had right before I went to Stanford because I was always laying on my right side on the sofa, you know, with my head towards where I'm sleeping now over by the TV where my head's facing the balcony. I was always pushing off my right shoulder, pushing off my right shoulder. But not only was I pushing off my right shoulder, the way that the condo was situated with the stand was the square nightstand. It was on my left side, and that square nightstand I would push off with my left arm, but my right arm would be this high, utilizing the cane. So it was an uneven surface. So not only am I pushing off my right arm to always get up, it's the part where the uneven part was where my hand was upwards like this, higher, and then my left hand was lower, pushing off the stand. So one arm was this high, and my left shoulder or my left arm was this high, and I was constantly just pushing off with my left arm, which my left, okay, this is fine, I'm pushing off right here, but I have the cane up here, and me pushing off on my left arm with the cane, I believe caused my right shoulder to mess up. Now, February 24th, 2026, since, I'm having all these issues, this is when I was laying over on by the bed in front of the TV. I'm like, okay, well, my right shoulder is bothering me. Let me try to, let me just, it's doing it right now. Here, you could probably hear it. Okay. I'd have to set up the camera or the phone right under my shoulder in order to do it, I guess. But so I don't know if you could hear that, but it's constantly just. But now, when the movers were here yesterday, like, my left shoulder was bothering me, and I needed them to help me move that stand because the way that that stand was set up, like, I'm really having to, like, push off of my arm, and my whole base of my body is literally, like, on, I'm utilizing my hand to hold myself up, but my whole body, all that pressure's right on my shoulder, and it's just nonstop, where I'm having to actually keep my whole body weight like literally on my left shoulder, where it was just, it got to the point where it's like, man, I can't keep on. I got to move this stand, because if I don't move this stand, then, you know, I'm basically causing like issues with my shoulder by having my body weight be on my shoulder like that, where, if I can move the stand and my body weight's on my shoulder, I could just push off of it really quick and just get back up and I'm good, right? But with that stand right in front of me, if if that stands right there on the side of me where I got more of a distance to clear in order to sit up, I'm literally having to like push and keep that body weight on my shoulder as I'm like continuing to move downwards in order to actually sit up. So it's like, man, I can't, there's no way I can continue to do that, because if I continue to do that, my left shoulder is going to just be completely destroyed. So the way it's set up now where I can just push off, but at the same time, it's like I probably shouldn't even push off of my left hand at all. Like I need a like if I'm getting up from my left side, I need to just I need to just like boom push off my right arm just to get up, because if you keep on trying to push off your left arm or your right arm all day every single day, you're going to start to have like issues, because there's no way your shoulder can sustain that like every single day. Like most people, like the majority of the people, you guys can walk. You guys are up during the day and you go to work, you do whatever you have to do, but I'm having to lay down the majority of the day, and just, I got to rest a little bit, then get up, rest a little bit, then get up, rest a little bit, then get up. So I'm constantly getting up, multiple times throughout the day to do the things that I need to do. But at the same time, like I need to take a break and I need to lay down, because like gravity is like enemy number one for me. Like I can't like after a period of time, I end up, if I do too much, I put myself in a situation where, I'm fighting a battle with myself with pain. And, if you continue to do that repeatedly, like you start to become more aware of it, where it's like, all right, well, I just got to take it easy and relax, and not push myself that hard again. So everything is like sort of a balance in order to sustain, a pace where it's like, all right, now I'm more comfortable. Now I can, I'm not dealing with pain like I would if I was continuing to push myself. Like right now, I want to walk my dog right now. I want to walk my dog right now, but I'm having like, like, it's I can't walk my dog because, like, I'm going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to have a flare up, and I'm going to be dealing with pain and dealing with that stress for the rest of the day. So it's like, I need to pace myself in order for my day to end all right, versus, all right, well, if I push myself too hard, then, I'm going to be paying the price for it. And I don't, I shouldn't have to do that to my body like every single day. So I want to walk, I want to walk my dog, but like I'm dealing with this issue on my left shoulder. I got issues with my right shoulder, and you could probably hear that if you turn the volume up on blast, where it's going in and out. Like I have severe pseudoarthrosis in my spine, clearly, like the resident from Resurrection Hospital specifically said, and I have it on audio, that my spine is hard grinding, and that she was going to put that in the report. She was going to put in the report that my spine is hard grinding. Fravert, May 5th, 2025, pseudoarthrosis, and bones aren't connected, about to perform emergency surgery. And resident doctor, she said she's put in my report that my spine is hard grinding, and I have that data. So, you know, like I got all these issues, and like I shouldn't have to go through this. Like I should be able to walk my dog like 10 times a day. Like no joke. Like if my situation was taken care of here, where I was able to get in and out of this condo without having to increase pain levels and deal with a situation that I shouldn't have to deal with because this situation should have been taken care of a long time ago, I would be walking my dog multiple times a day. I would 100% be walking my dog every single day, multiple times a day. So it's not that these stairs, it's not that I can't do these stairs like go up and down them muscular wise, you know, but my body's damaged. Like this is going up the stairs, going down the stairs, muscular wise, that's no issue for me. But it's just I have all these injuries, and I have pseudoarthrosis, severe pseudoarthrosis. My left hip's going in and out, my right ankle, my left shoulder now, and then my right shoulder, and then my right wrist is right right here. You know, like I don't want to chance it, but my right wrist is doing better. But at the same time, like, you could think you're actually doing better, but you still need a little bit more time to heal and recover. So it's like that's another reason, like if these stairs, when I keep my hands straight and there's a balance like this and I lock my hands, like going down the stairs on my fist where everything stays straight, like all right, like if my wrist is 100% healed, like you know, I'm sure I'm good. Like unlike the walker's this, where your wrist goes like that, and doing that over time, where your wrist is turning. This that's what bothers my wrist, and it's hurting my wrist a lot. So I know I shouldn't do this with my wrist, but if I can keep everything stable like this, where I'm going down on one base, where it's not moving, everything's locked in, that's another story. But, you know, the whole situation's messed up. Like, am I going to damage myself continuing to go down the stairs? Am I going to damage my shoulders more? And there's all these questions that open up regarding these stairs right here. Like, I don't want to make my condition worse, but I also want to be safe where I'm not having to go through all these issues or all these flare ups. Like, I really want to walk my dog right now, but at the same time, it's like, like, fuck. Um, I don't know. It's just not a good situation. Like, someone needs to step in, someone needs to help out, make the situation safer for me to be able to get in and out of the house so I can at least walk my dog. Like that's what I really want to do. Like I really want to walk my dog, but you know, like my left shoulder, like I just want to walk my dog. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to walk my dog 10 times a day. 10 times a day, 100%, multiple times a day, nonstop, over and over again, every 2 hours. Like, that's what I want to do to be able to actually get out of the house. Like, I already know, like, my limit, like, pain wise. I know that I can't do a lot, but, I I still want to be able to get out of the house though, and walk my dog. Like I'm up right now. I could, instead of doing this video, I could be out there walking my dog, but I'm up here stuck on the third floor because these stairs are an obstacle to me with all my injuries and everything that I'm going through. It's not, it's all physical. It's all physical. Like I shouldn't have to be in this situation. Shouldn't have to be in this situation at all. Like I'm taking care of myself diet wise. My blood glucose reading this morning was 65, right when I woke up, 65, which is a huge milestone. Huge milestone. So, I'm taking great care of myself. I'm feeding myself properly. I'm feeding myself healthy, and I'm feeding myself in a way where it's helping my condition and it's helping with pain, but even if I'm feeding myself properly and it's helping with pain and inflammation, this right here, all the hard work that I put in there, this counters it. These stairs counter it. This is the counter that starts it right back up. Right? So I'm taking great care of myself. I can help myself so much with a high quality diet and good nutrition, which I'm providing for myself. But this is a counter for me. And there shouldn't have to be anything countering all the hard work that I'm putting in. And I guess that's the best way to explain it. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, how do I really break this down, in a way where you can like easily understand it? And that's how you understand it. It's all about it's all about a clear path. It's all about a safe path well ahead, right? Say you're going down a mountain, right, in a semi truck. You're going down a mountain. You know how they have those exit ramps, right? They have those exit ramps where it's filled with sand in case like you lose your brakes. Well, that's a different path and that's a dead end. Once you take that path, it's like, boom, you're stuck. You're in sand, you're stuck, and you're not just cruising down that mountain like you should be cruising down it, right? Like you had to take that exit ramp and boom, you're stuck. And that's the thing, like, that's it's an example. There could be a better example for it, but I'm cruising. I'm cruising sort of with the high quality diet, taking care of myself, and providing what I need nutritionally. But these stairs, this is where we get off that, safe path and we go into an unsafe path that affects the whole process, all the hard work that I've been putting in to take care of my body and to take care of my health, where, my days can be better. So, and that's what I don't like. That's the issue that I have a problem with, is that I put in all this hard work to take care of my body and to help with, where I can provide the nutrients that I need to help with my condition. But it's like all the hard work goes down the drain with this. It all goes down the drain with this, right? Like if this is improper form all the way down, right? Regarding the shoulders, if you're going to work your shoulders, you want to be able to work your shoulders in a way where it's just a straight movement, a straight movement, a straight movement. But you can't work your shoulders in a way where it's a straight movement, right? So every step that you take here, you know, when you're scooting down these stairs and then you're scooting to the wheelchair at the bottom, you're constantly, you're constantly putting your shoulder in an unsafe position, right? Where you're just on your shoulders nonstop. And I don't even know, you could be, you could be, you could have the best shoulders in the world and you could be the safest person regarding your shoulders. But when you're put in a situation like this and you're constantly having to utilize your shoulders in a way where it's improper form, improper form, improper form, over time, like I don't even think that it's possible for this to be sustainable because when you work out, you want that perfect lift, perfect, 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 perfect. When you start doing things improperly for a period of time, you damage. And this isn't sustainable on the shoulders 100%. So that's where I'm stuck at, is that I'm taking care of myself and doing the best that I can. And I want to be able to get outside and walk my dog more. But like this causes issues. And how long is this going to be sustainable for until the next thing breaks, is what I'm saying. So, yeah, it makes it like I'm glad I came out here because at first I'm thinking like, okay, like I found a way to break it down and explain it. That's my point, you know. So anyway, all right, bye.